Hey guys, it's Mama Hen here, and guess what? Today is National Smores Day. So this afternoon, we're gonna show you how to make s'mores sushi. It'll be lots of fun. Stay tuned. All right, ladies. So this step of the process is where we're gonna make our Rice Krispie treats. So the first thing that you wanna do is you wanna melt a 1 stick of butter. For the older girls, you can do this. For my younger girls, if you would just get someone to assist you in this process. And you don't have to get it melted all the way before we add our marshmallows, but get it kind of sort of all the way. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up a whole bag of mini marshmallows. This is my favorite part. And we're going to dump half of them into our butter and start letting that melt. And we're going to turn our stove down to about medium so that it doesn't burn. And we're just going to let that butter and marshmallow mix start to melt together. And then when it's about halfway through where all the marshmallows are coated, then you can go on ahead and just add the next half of the bag. Okay. We're going to do that. You don't have to let all the marshmallows get completely melted. This is warm enough to where that process is going to continue on its own. So just keep them stirred and make sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom, and make sure that the butter is all getting in with the marshmallows. You just want to make sure it's combined. Okay? So when it gets about right here where we're at, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a cup of graham cracker crumbs. There's a half cup and a cup. I'm going to mix that in. And then we're going to add 7 cups of Rice Krispies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? Now what you want to do at this point is you want to stir this completely so that all of that marshmallow mix. I hear the Rice Krispies talking. Snap, crackle, pop. You want to mix all of this marshmallow mix into the Rice Krispies so that all of your Rice Krispies are coated evenly. Just like so. Then you're going to turn your oven off. Continue to mix. And then we're going to pour it out onto the pan. And we're going to shape it into a rectangle. Now, I will tell you, girls, this is going to be really, really hot. So, for my younger girls, get a parent or an assistant to help you with this. And for my older girls, just be very, very careful and make sure that you're not touching this directly. Not yet. This will cool down really, really quickly. But for right now, it's still pretty hot. All right. Get the last bit of this in there. Just like that. We'll put this over here for right now. And then take the same spatula that you were using and just kind of press it down into a rectangle shape. And then just use the flat side of your spatula to kind of even up those lines. And what you're looking for is about 3/4 of an inch thick. This will make it easy to roll without it tearing apart. but it won't be so thick that it won't fold. Okay. Let this cool for just a few minutes, and then we'll be ready for our next step, which is going to be adding all the chocolate chips and all the other goodies that we're going to put into our sushi for today. All right, guys, our next step is going to be putting the toppings onto our sushi s'mores, or s'mores sushi. First thing you're going to do is you're going to get a jar of marshmallow cream, marshmallow fluff, marshmallow spread. It's called several different things, but the brand that I have here is the Kraft Jet Puffed Marshmallow Cream. Like I said, there are several brands that you can use. They'll all work the same. And if you don't have access to a marshmallow cream, if your store does not have that, all you have to do is just melt some marshmallows, put a little bit of butter in it, maybe a little pat, until it gets to be about the same consistency as what I'm going to show you. And it'll work just fine. Trust me, I've done it in a type. All right, so I'm going to get the lid off of this. And then we're going to take about 3 big wallops. Wallop is a word, I made it up. We're going to take about 3 big wallops of marshmallow cream, and we're going to put one here. We're going to put one in the center. And we're going to put one on the other side. And that should be enough to cover our Rice Krispies. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a spatula or a knife, and you're just going to spread this out, and you're going to try to get as close to the edge as you can. And if you can't get all the way to the edge, that's fine. And if you've got some bald spots in the middle, that's fine. We're just trying to get it evenly spread all over. Let me also say, if you have made your rectangle a little bit bigger and you need some more marshmallow cream, there's nothing wrong with doing that, because I've done the same thing. I'm just going to put a little right here and a little right here. Okay. All right, and look, this is gonna be good enough right here, because at the end of this, we're gonna cut the ends off anyway. So if you didn't get it all the way to the edge, that's gonna be fine. We're gonna put that aside. All right, so the next step, I'm gonna wait for just a second to make sure that you guys have all caught up. Thumbs up from everybody. All right, great, cool. All right, so the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna put our chocolate chips in. And you can either pour them into your hand and sprinkle them all over like this, or you can just shake them from the bag, whichever one you're comfortable with. Either way, what you're trying to do is just get chocolate chips evenly over the marshmallow cream. Now at this point, you're just gonna press everything down so those chocolate chips don't move. Make sure you've got an even distribution. And we're gonna pop this back into the oven that we had at 350 for only 5 minutes, just to let the chocolate chips melt just a little bit and let that marshmallow cream settle. And then I'll be back with you in 5 minutes. Don't go away. All right, ladies, so 5 minutes has passed. We've taken our Rice Krispie sushi out of the oven. Now, let me just give you a pause for a little bit of a warning. This is gonna be a little warm. So assistants or older girls, just be advised that this is gonna be a little bit hot. So if you have younger Girl Scouts in your group, you may just wanna assist them, okay? Use a pot holder. All right, so when we make sushi the real way, there's usually a lot of rolling and crimping down, and so with this being super sticky, we're going to use a spatula, and we're just going to get the first layer started by pulling all the Rice Krispie off of your foil and just flipping it up, okay? Just flipping and pressing it up, just so we can get it started. Because after this, we're going to be rolling it just like we would roll regular sushi. That's a different lesson. All right, so we've got it to there. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your aluminum foil and you're going to roll. You may have to have a little assistance with your spatula. You're going to roll your sushi up again. Use your spatula to assist you. And press it in to the flat part, okay? Use your spatula to help get all the stuff off the goodness off the bottom. Then we're gonna bend it and roll it again. And use your spatula to help assist you. And press it in, okay? Now we're gonna roll it one last time, and we want the bottom of this is gonna be a seam. We want it to be on the bottom, on the underside. So we're gonna use our hands and our spatula. Flip her over. Press her in. And continue to roll until this edge is on the bottom. Okay? Just like this. Press, press, press. Press, press, press. Now then, what you want to do at this point is you want to put the sushi roll into the refrigerator and let it cool for about 30 minutes. What that's going to do is it's going to allow this marshmallow cream to stiffen up just a little bit, allow the chocolate chips that we just melted to form back up a little bit, and it's going to allow your Rice Krispies treats, this part, to kind of form back to where when you cut it, it's not gonna just fall apart, okay? So we're gonna take a break, let that happen, and I will be back with you guys in just a second. Don't go away, the best part's coming. All right, guys, so we've let our sushi chill for about 30 minutes in the refrigerator, and now we're gonna cut and plate. And let me just pause to say that plating is just as important as presentation is here. Once the final presentation takes place, plating is super duper important, because when you go to a restaurant, you eat with your nose first. You smell what they're cooking back in the kitchen. If it doesn't smell good, you're already turned off from it. Then they bring it to your table. And if you see something, if you see it and it looks good, you're going, yes, that looks yummy. If it looks bad, you're like, I'm already turned off of it. So there's two things that happen before it actually reaches your mouth. And that's the reason presentation is so important. We're going to talk about that. So for right now, remember I said earlier that we always cut the ends off. We always do that in sushi. So we're going to take this end and cut it off. And then we're just going to cut some about 1/2 inch chunks. All right. So there's one. And I'm gonna make sure that my sushi has stayed round, and it has. Here's 2. And we're gonna make sure that our sushi has stayed round, and it is, okay? Now that you can do that just plain like that, or when I go get sushi, a lot of times there's things that are on top as well. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. So I take chocolate chips and graham cracker crumbs and some of the chocolate and some other ingredients that we've got, and we're just gonna make some designs. You can use whatever you like. If you wanna put strawberries on here, that would be pretty yummy, or slices of banana, that would be pretty yummy. You can do whatever you like, whatever is tasty for you. So I'm just gonna use some of the ingredients that we've already used. So I've got some chocolate chips. I'm gonna sprinkle some, I like the crunchies that come with my sushi. So I'm gonna put my version of crunchies on there, which would be some more graham cracker crumbs. And then our family really likes honey a lot. So for my final topping, I'm gonna drizzle some honey. How does that look? That looks yummy. So we've got two pieces that are plain, and then we're going to cut a couple of pieces that have our yummy toppings on there. Making sure that it stays round. It did. We'll cut one more piece for this plate. Okay. All right, so for now, we have cut all that we wanted to cut, and we're going to decorate our plate. So, we're gonna use some more of the chocolate chips. And I picked up some Magic Shell Reese's flavored as a little extra drizzle. And I'm gonna make a big drizzle. I'm gonna go all the way across the plate. And then I'm just gonna cover a little bit of that drizzle with the chocolate chips. Give it a good tap, and voila. You have sushi with the different toppings on it, and this is going to be your s'mores version. And before it goes to the table, I'll just add a couple of chopsticks. This is what I'm talking about, presentation. Makes it look really nice going out to your table. So I look forward to hearing about the designs, the decisions that y'all decided to make about the toppings that you would like to use. Let me know, take good pictures and send them to us so that we can have those for just our knowledge. Hope you guys enjoyed this session, and I hope to see you guys really, really soon. Y'all have a great afternoon, and let me know what you think.